Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It's Tuesday night, so you already know it's time to get into another one. And the brand new show we're getting into is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Hope you guys are all having an absolutely amazing week. We got a brand new guy. He's brand new. He's brand new. You already know. He's been with us forever. Our man, Fandom P. Saint, is back in action. Gonna get on and talk with us about the Winter Soldier. What's good, brother?
What's good, everyone? And were you all surprised that superheroes don't get paid at all? Not a dime.
It's like, how do you not? How do you live? How are you gonna eat? It's like, I don't know. Shouldn't you just be eating for free? I mean, you did save the world.
On multiple occasions. Multiple.
Oh, it just boggles the mind. And then the stuff you still got to deal with. It's like, what? Come on, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. Oh, were you excited for this one? What were you more looking forward to, this one or WandaVision before they came out?
I was looking forward to this a bit more because I'm a big fan of both, Falcon and Winter Soldier. But I wasn't a huge fan of Wanda. So it's like, I was like, oh, let me just watch it when it's, finished. I'll binge it. But when Falcon Winter Soldier came on, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this weekly. Especially, I didn't want to be spoiled at all for this. Because before even watching WandaVision, like Funko and a YouTube already spoiled me on two things. I'm like, okay, the moment when the Falcon Winter Soldier come out, I'm watching it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I guess I was able to stay away from too many spoilers. I didn't get to it all, so that just made it a whole lot of fun. What's good? We got the one true David Adams out there. What's good, brother? It's been way too long. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Have you seen it? What do you think about the old Falcon Winter Soldier? Is it holding up? Does it have your interest? Are you waiting to see what's happening? Or are you just kind of, okay, another show? Wondering how people are looking into this, how much they love it, how much they like it, see what's what. But getting into this episode, it started out a little solemn. Our man Sam opens it up, keeping it crisp and clean, ironing his shirt right before donning it. But he had Cap's shield out on the bed, kind of showing he's definitely been spending a little quality time with it. What do you think about it? Did you think he should just take up the thing right away, or do you kind of understand where he's coming from, just giving it back like that? What do you feel about that?
At first, I was like, is this like he's about to head to like the funeral scene with Iron Man's funeral? But then the moment you hear that voiceover, I'm like, okay, this has to be taking place afterwards. But yeah, even though he, passed the mantle on to Sam, it's like he himself doesn't feel worthy yet, Not like, Thor's hammer worthy, but he doesn't feel like he's just there yet. Because it's
Well, I
like
mean,
a
he knows
huge shoes to
firsthand.
fill. Because this is like Captain America right now. So it's like he's not filling his place for like anyone else.
Exactly. And I mean, he knew Cap pretty much better than anybody. I mean, he was his right hand man. So, I mean, he literally just does not feel worthy because he knows how great the true man was. So, I mean, nobody else is going to be looking at it through those eyes because nobody can. I mean, what's up, Peter Griffin? I see you out there. I see you. What do you think Cap is right now? Do you
The
think he's dead?
moon.
He's alive?
The moon, apparently, from what everyone keeps saying. And I'm just like, okay, is Kevin Feige just trolling us here by saying, yeah, he's on the moon? Or just a joke? Like coming off of WandaVision, it's like, are they being for real? Or is it going to be like, a boner joke waiting to
Right?
happen?
It's like, is this leading somewhere? Are they going to let us know? We're going to figure it out before it's over? Oh, man. But this is a new shield with like a different design. Like, is this from the split timeline that Cap started when he decided to stay and have another life with Peggy Carter? Or what's up with that? Because the old shield got smashed to bits by Thanos. So,
But they could always repair that thing, though.
how is
We got Wakanda technology, man. They know vibranium.
they just added it up and just spiffed it up and polished it and put a few new nicks on it. And like, here you go. Like, this is the new one.
Exactly.
What's up? I see you out there, Celebrity Bikini. My man Jake Cruz out in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. What'd you think of the show so far? They got you intrigued yet? But we hear Cap's last scene with Falcon and like, how does it feel? And Sam's like, it feels like someone else's. And Cap says, it isn't. Do you feel this is pretty much going to be the premise for this whole series? Basically, not so much the adventures of Falcon and Winter Soldier, but more like who deserves to wield the shield?
Pretty much. Just how it opens is going to be pretty much like a 360. Okay. At what point will he feel that he's worthy? And I'll be shocked if at the end he still doesn't feel worthy. And then we're going to probably get a movie where he actually says, okay, it's time for me to then pick up the mantle. So I'll be okay with either or. How about you?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You know, I'm not going to try to even guess. I want to see. I mean, he's going to end up with it by the end. I'm just ready to sit back and enjoy the ride. What's up, Dragon? I see you out there, JD. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. And I like how this show wasted no time at all getting like right into the action. And like for what's basically a TV series, the special effects are just absolutely amazing on this. Like they spared no expense.
Agreed. Just seeing Falcon, even that when eventually he's going to start using the damn shield to fight, it is giving us okay. Just show you guys again what he can do without the damn shield, and it was freaking great. Even at that one moment where he just like pulls the guy out of that helicopter, I'm like, what the hell? I can see this on CW here.
Right? And I mean, like, Sam may not be the most proficient fighter. I mean, he let the bad guys get, like, into their suits without noticing. Like, what, did he just think he one-punched him like Cap and they were just going to be out for the whole time? Like, he just turns his back and they got time to get in their friggin' fly suits and stuff, and then he gets romped on the head from behind. I was like, that wasn't very smooth, but he definitely has some sick moves flying around with those wings.
Exactly.
But again, the special effects were amazing, and it really felt like those rocks were falling on top of Sam. And like when the missiles were hitting him and he was flying under him, or like when Sam almost flew into those helicopter blades, like I was feeling it. What was that where Taurus could like move that video around surrounding areas and find that red hand logo? Like, how did he know where to look with that? What was that all about?
But he was on that mission for like some time though, because he like when him and Sam were like talking, and I forgot where it was again. Like he showed him, so it seemed like they were like focusing on this goof for like a while.
Yeah, that was a trip. And when Torres was telling Sam like they were into a world without borders, like he quickly said like you can see why a lot of people would be into that. Like he kind of was saying it like he was feeling that way.
Yeah, but they're just again that group is probably just just using that as a front, but in reality they're probably doing some X, Y, and Z stuff. Because I did see like Zemo, not Zemo, is it Zemo? It's supposed to be like one of the big bags for this season.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we saw him, he was freaking locked up. So it's like he has to be part of it, but it's like, what's his true goal here?
Celebrity bikini. I was hoping to get a character that I could do a bikini video on. I don't know. You never know. The soldier might be looking pretty Vito. What do you think?
Too soon. Just the first episode.
This also seems pretty nosy. Like he was pretty interested in trying to find out where Cap is and wants to know like what Sam's going to be doing back in Washington. And can we truly trust this character? Like as Sam was fixing Red Wing, he was getting all touchy grabby with it. Like how much are we trusting this Taurus character right out of the gate?
Wait, which character? Because you were like
Taurus, the guy that was videoing with him, and like he's supposed to be Sam's partner. Like that's Taurus. Like he just seems pretty nosy and like into it. Like how much can we actually trust this guy? What's up? I see you out there, Iron Sean. Good to see you. Good to see you. But can we trust this character?
I trust him. You have trust issues, DJ, I guess.
Oh man, you already know me. I'm looking at all sides at once. You gotta show me something. But why did Sam say we need new heroes when he was there? One suited up, more suited for the times we're in. Like, was he just claiming ready to hang it up, or was he trying to send another message there?
Not only that though, but a lot of like heroes died. Like Iron Man died. Excuse me. What's that? Rogers pretty much, retired. Everyone's like all over the place. Like, where's freaking Hulk? Where's Thor? Where's Captain Marvel? At this rate, it's like we do need more heroes right now. It's pretty much a new age.
He had War Machine right there talking about one's
Let's
better.
be real with War Machine now.
Come on, War Machine story. Yeah.
We need an actual show for War Machine because there's times I'm just like, what are you doing, Rhodes? What are you doing?
Oh, I tell you what, he's walking pretty smooth on them braces these days. You couldn't even tell he had them on.
I'm forgetting about that sometimes.
Right? I'm telling you, he'd be walking smooth with them. We got some army guy thanking Sam for like coming forward with the shield, saying it was the right decision. Did you think that sounded a little weird, like right out of the gate? Did that seem off to you?
Say that again. Sorry.
Like some army guy basically came forward and said, like, thanks for bringing the shield forward, Sam. Like it was the right decision. Like
the moment I saw that scene, I'm like, either they're gonna do something with because it's vibranium, and that again, that's like one of the most useful things in all freaking Earth. And I'm like, okay, it's probably gonna get stolen. Is this guy some type of Hydra agent? Like, I was just not trusting it at all. Like, why would you give the shield to the damn government? Even Steve on several occasions said "F you" to the government. Don't do it. But no.
Exactly. I mean, it seems like it goes against everything he was for, but on the flip side, he just didn't seem like he was ready to take it up. He didn't feel worthy. Oh, Iron Joan out there. Is this the sequel of The Falcon and the Snowman? I can't. Was that an 80s or a 90s show? That was like late 80s, early 90s. So
Wasn't born yet.
I'm going to guess 80s, I think. What's that?
Wasn't born yet.
Right. Oh, Thor's with the Guardians in space. He said Jake's ready to go be a hero. But Sam says the world was without the shield for 70 years when Cap was on ice. What about the last 70 years when Cap was with Peggy Carter? Like, was the shield put away for all that time as well? How's that even work?
He was living his best damn life. But I don't think he
Captain America?
Well, remember one she was like in the present, and then like one was still in ice. So it's like, this timeline thing, man, this timeline. We knew it was gonna happen.
That's what I'm saying. You start messing with timelines and going back in time, and man, everything gets wonky real quick. War Machine said it's a new day. Alliances are now enemies. Allies are now enemies. Alliances are torn apart. Nobody's stable. That's a big one. Nobody's stable. Like, was that a shot at Scarlet Witch?
Yeah, you're looking at this all sides, man. But they did say this was like, I forgot what was the timeline of WandaVision, because he said like this was like a few weeks after the whole 5-year thing with Endgame. So it's like, I'm curious, like, what's the actual timeline? What comes first? Either this show or WandaVision, or it's happening at the same time?
This is coming after WandaVision. This is supposed to be coming at like 5 months after WandaVision. So this is supposed to be like, playtime's over. This, everybody's celebrating that everybody's back. Like, that time's over. Now it's kind of getting into the realness of what's going on. The world can't really sustain all these people again all of a sudden. I think it's that kind of thing. So, yeah.
So it could be hinting to Wanda. Because if they did hear, like, she just, like, did what she did with the whole Westbury, like, that could be one hinting at it.
Right. And that was still during the honeymoon phase. Now it's like, now everybody's getting back to reality on, what's really going on with the lack of everything with all these new people back. But it was funny. I thought it was weird, too, how Rhodey tells Sam to bring his nephews by someday and he'll teach them how to fly properly. I was like, weren't you the one who got outmaneuvered when Vision blasted up there and got put to the ground in braces? Like,
but you can also say it was freaking Ant-Man who did take him down too. So it's like they both got their L's.
That's true. But man, I'm talking, you're gonna start talking about flying. Ant-Man just whipped his ass on the ground, but in the air, dude, Falcon seems like far the superior flyer or pilot. Oh, that was about an idea when Sam gave the shield up. We see later that was a terrible idea. In the MCU, the new past doesn't affect the present. Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. It'll be interesting to see how they try to tie up all this timeline stuff. But the next scene told us, like, you should always take the social drink, basically, because a pretty girl says half hour left to last call, and you say no, you want to go prep for tomorrow. Like, you better go get that drink with the woman, because What happened? What happened? Now there is no tomorrow. I'm telling you, should have had that nightcap. Always take the drink with the pretty lady, fellas. Always.
You never know. It's still hope for him. There's still hope.
He did. There ain't no hope. He did. He gone. Oh, Bucky wakes up on the floor, which I thought was a pretty cool callback to the Winter Soldier when Sam was talking to Cap about the beds being too soft and having to sleep on the floor. I thought that was pretty tight.
And that was messed up though, because I was like, is this actually happening, or it was a nightmare, or there's gonna be like some type of wannabe Winter Soldier thing, but then just end up turning out to be a nightmare.
Right, exactly. But was it a nightmare or was it a memory? We're gonna talk about that. Because he's in the meeting with the shrink lying about nightmares, basically, because as the episode goes on, we see he wasn't really lying. Those aren't nightmares, those are indeed memories.
And that was messed up, because I was wondering, like, okay, how this is gonna, play in, and then later we get the whole scene with the guy's name. and how he's making amends.
Oh, right. Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
When he talks
Did you
about
get
making,
a glimpse of like all those names that he written down?
I did. I saw some of them. Like, yeah, I can't even remember now. I might have it written down on here, but yeah, I was trying to look at there and see one of those and see what they were. I think one of them was Baron Zemo. I think like the third name down, I think might have been Baron Zemo, and then there, yeah, we'll talk about. I think I have it written down on here later. But I like how like when his therapist said you're free, I almost said like in the same exact time that he did, like to do what? Like that was perfect. I like that line. And I thought it was cool, like they gave a little nod to Bucky's stop another fight in an alleyway like he did back with Captain America when he fucking had to stop that old man from getting all over that young dude. You better put your trash in your own thing.
Even though sometimes I'm guilty of doing that sometimes. And it's like, if mines are full, I'm like, my neighbor's isn't. I'm like, come on now, it's garbage.
Right? Let's share the wealth. Let's all go to the same place. Come on now. Oh, smooth. How smooth was that old man like hooking up the even older man with a date? Like that old man was slick with his.
The
And what about those
ultimate
Brooklyn
Marvel
boys?
wingman right there. Now he should be a damn Avenger. Sign him up.
Right? I'm telling you, like the ultimate, you can be the wingman adventure. Hey, Lindar, good to see you out there. Good to see you. Have you watched the old Falcon and Winter Soldier? But yeah, he is the ultimate wingman. But I mean, what about them Brooklyn boys having absolutely no game? You're from out that way, aren't you? I mean, what's
Hey, I'm not from Brooklyn.
Oh, I was
I'm
like,
from the boogie down Bronx now.
neither him nor Captain America can talk to a woman. I'm like, come on, they ain't got no game on Brooklyn? What's happening? Oh, I was dying. That was cracking me up. But back out to Sam, and we see what happened to like Bubba Gump Shrimp. Like Sam's family has been running it the whole damn time, and times are tough. It looks like they're going through it right about now.
Indeed. And I was feeling sad for him. Then he wanted like to help out, but she's like, well, we learned that they had a deal. Like she was pretty much, working on one end and he was the other. But even though they both kind of owned it, but yeah, and she's a single mother on top of that, raising 2 kids, still struggling. But I hope that they won't end up selling the boat. But I won't be surprised if they do sell the boat.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they may be forced to. I mean, we never know. Like his sister's all about that. She's ready to sell it, but Sam, of course, wants to keep the family heirloom. But I don't know. Sam's making a lot of promises to his sister, saying like, "Trust me and believe me, and I can make it all happen." Like, is he biting off a little bit more than he can chew?
And I'm curious, like during the 5 years, I wonder why she didn't do that, because he was affected by the snap.
Do what?
Why didn't she sell the boat during the 5-year?
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, maybe like you lose your family, you lose your brother, like now you literally have nothing left. That's the only like memory you have of your family, kind of. I don't know. But then once Sam came back, it's like, all right, I got somebody back and times are tough. We got to do what we got to do. Maybe that kind of situation. But for having an Avenger as a brother, like, she doesn't seem to have much faith in him. It's like he's an Avenger, right? But she just keeps it real. That's a real little sister right there. Like, I don't care if you're an Avenger. That was awesome. But Bucky got adorably old-fashioned real quick and started his date the right way by bringing flowers. I was like, all right, my man's going to try to do something. Here we go. Maybe they do have a little game. But he's like, okay, I've never done any online dating or like really ever even seen an app, basically. So I was like, what were the tiger photos Bucky was talking about? Or was he just messing up those words and was meant to say cougar photos?
I think he meant like a filter. Like, people use like filters. I guess they probably have a tiger face. That's how I saw the scene.
All right.
If not, I'm not sure either.
I'm like, is that something that they do on these dating apps or whatever? I've literally never even seen one. So I was like, what the hell is a tiger? So I was like, did he mean to say cougar? But no, I guess that's actually a thing, huh? They got tiger filters.
Unless people in the chat can inform us, because I don't even know either.
What's up, chat? Let me know. What the heck's a tiger filter or a tiger photo? Because, yeah, they said tiger photo. And I'm like, what's that? Some cougars become tigers. You can believe that.
And in that whole scene, I'm like, wow, like people really don't recognize some of these Avengers or even like the Winter Soldiers, like not in like the papers or whatnot. Because he's just walking around and people don't even like notice like who he is at all.
The Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Oh, he
Bucky.
got a haircut and he keeps his arm covered. So, most people are too buried into their phones to even
Come
realize.
on now. Excuses, man.
Hey,
Even later on, when Sam goes to the bank guy, he's like, "You look familiar, though." Like, come on, if I can like go watch like Real Steel, which has like the actor who plays Sam, and I'm like, "Yo, that's freaking the actor who plays Falcon," and no one else in these freaking places can realize that. Oh, that's an Avenger. Like that's why they're broke, because people not recognizing that these people are actually saving you.
hey, are you the one that just saved the whole world? I can't remember. Was that you? Yeah, you can't even be bothered to know that. What's the point? Good Lord, people. But yeah, that is kind of classic. But you got to have it to help the storyline go around. But that was awesome when she asked, like, wait, how old are you? And he just instantly snapped and said 106. Like, so fast that she, of course, thought he was joking. But, dude, Bucky's keeping it real. I love that. I thought that was awesome. It was harsh, though, when, like, his date kept saying, like, she had no idea how his son died. Like, the worst part about it for Yuri was not knowing how his son died. And, like, Bucky just actually had to leave the date right then and there and go tell Yuri. But then when he answered the door, he just couldn't bring himself to do it. Like, did that make you feel some kind of way?
Yeah, because as when we was first learning it, and then it dawned on me because he's Asian. I'm like, I don't want to be like racist or anything. Be like, okay, the first Asian we see, that's probably like related to the guy in the nightmare. But as he was talking, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And all this thing is again him trying to make amends, and that's why he specifically has been hanging around this guy, and he's just been waiting. And according to his date, he's been helping out for a while now. So
Well,
it's like, how long has it been since you guys have been trying to make this amends?
well, that's one name. I mean, if you do notice, the very first name on his list that he has is Yuri. That's his last name. So that is actually like the very first name on his list. Like, so if it's the first name on his list, you got to feel like that's the most important one to him to make amends to. So that one definitely hurts him. And he knows, like you said, I mean, when what was it, Winter Soldier or whatever, when they got to him and they're just like, do you even remember? He's like, I remember all of it. So yeah.
And I thought that when they was like in Wakanda, like fixing him up, like some of that stuff was probably gonna be like gone or dormant or something. But like, nope, you still got him, still got PTSD.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Kristen O's? I see you out there. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back. But can you even imagine trying to live with those horrors, though? Just knowing all those people you've murdered, even though there was literally nothing you could have done to it. I mean, there's nothing you could have done to stop it. I mean, that is just the most ruthless of all situations.
It's kind of like WandaVision. Like they couldn't do anything; they were just under the control of Wanda.
Yeah, that's a rough, man. When you have no choice, it's like, oh, somebody else controlling you, dude. That would be, I don't want to be nobody's puppet. But they show like the list of his people, like we were just talking about, to make amends to, and like I was just saying, Yori is right there at the top of the list with his name circled. So I mean, we know how that's really is one of the names that torment him the most. Like, and we saw why. I mean, it was just an innocent bystander that he had to do what he had to do because that was his programming.
And it was messed up. He tried to like get through the door, and he couldn't. He was just so shooken up.
Oh yeah, I know. Just open that key. But even still, though, he probably would just kicked in the door and died. I mean, once you've seen him, you've seen him. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
No witnesses.
No witnesses.
Yeah. But it looks like Taurus has found something through the online chatter. Like a bunch of people are told to meet outside in that area, and then they're given masks, and like all at once, everybody gets a tweet that says "run." This lets the robbers like pull off that pretty sweet heist. Like that was kind of crazy.
Yep, and the way how he like landed like on the floor, it wasn't even like a Superman jump. He just landed on his feet, kept going, just like super kicked, Spartan kick. I should be saying that one guy, the security guy, he's a freaking monster. Like how strong is he?
Oh, dude! I mean, just if you're if big bags of cash like that, you know how heavy that would be. And he had not one but two on, like and jumped like that would snap your back once you hit the ground. So we know he's like some kind of super enhanced something, mutant super soldier. He's got something going on.
Mm-hmm.
But Taurus got reminded real quick on the first lesson of guns, like do not pull it out unless you intend to use it, because that big bad just walked right up and took it from him, like then slammed him like a rag doll, like. But then when he stomps him out, but we see from how hard, like you just said, he super kicked that cop. Like he could have killed Taurus if he wanted to.
I thought that he was gonna die when he would just stomp him. I'm like, okay, I guess he's gonna die, and then Sam's gonna like, go over and try to investigate. But nope, He was still kicking, still breathing, which then goes back to your point earlier. Is he working with them? Was it all a ruse?
Right? I'm sure wants to know where he can get them big money bags. Hey man, just shoot some super serum and just head into the local casino. You got it. Get yours. But back to Sam getting reminded of like how real life works. And he did say like he had government contracts, and we know he just pulled off a pretty big job by saving that soldier. So shouldn't he have some money like already kind of being built up?
But didn't they at the start of the mission they said that he wasn't even supposed to be there really? So it's like you really have no proof if we were supposed to be there to begin with. So we don't have to pay you.
Oh wow.
I have to see that first scene again.
Yeah, I mean they did say that, but I mean they would deny it publicly, but they still have to pay his bank account for doing what he's doing. I mean, it's still a contract that he's getting done. So, and you know, saving somebody like that, I mean, that'd have to be a pretty big one, I would imagine. But who knows? But it was funny hearing him pull the big brother card when he said like, you gonna do me like that when you know I'm right? And with a big old smile, he just kept walking saying, yep. I was like, I like the little combo between those two. I like them together so far, Sam and his sister.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny how Sam is like one of the only people able to work on Red Wing, and yet he can't even get that like simple ass fishing boat to run. I was like, wait a minute. You can work on Stark Industry stuff that nobody else seems to be able to figure out, but you can't get this tug up and running?
I feel the same way sometimes because if something's wrong with my PC, I can like go in, unscrew it, try to fix it up. But if my father tells me to go past the toolbox and help out with the door or something, I'm just clueless. I'm like, what?
I'll tell you, I am not that handy, man. I am to pick up the phone and call somebody. That is not my specialty. That is not me. But Sam gets the call from Torres, who shows up, shows him the video, and Sam makes note of like how lucky he is not to be hurt worse. Which again, like we were just talking about, like that stomp should have killed him. Obviously, he didn't want to kill him. So, like after seeing the power of that kick that he gave the cop, was this luck or was this like just an elaborate setup? Like again, man, I'm not trusting this Torres character.
I really hope it was just luck because I was digging this guy. You know, he seems like him and Sam were friends. But if he turns out to be a double agent, I'm like, really? Gosh, it's like what Rose was saying, like alliances, everyone is just not the same after the, what's the blimp? That's they're calling it, right?
The blip.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, Peter Griffin says, I never thought about him working with them until now. That was a bit sus. You already know I'm looking both ways. I can't help it. He's mentally inclined. I can work and fix most things. Man, not me. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, some people can do electronics but can't do motors. Exactly. It's an either or situation. Which side of the brain are you used to using? Me, the one that picks up the phone. When Torres pulled that gun on the flag smasher, he said he didn't know how jurisdictions worked, but I'm placing you under arrest. This reminded me a lot how he said you can see how that would appeal to people, like a lot of people, when he was talking about nations without borders. I think maybe he wants it in reverse. He's like tired of borders holding him back from doing his job. He seems to prefer one country for like one policing force. Like, you know, he was mad that like Falcon had to turn around maybe because he was almost in Libya airspace, and now all of a sudden he's seeing something bad happen, and he's obviously an officer of some sort, so he wants to make an arrest. So it's almost like he wants the borders for a different reason.
Now that you put it that way, I won't be surprised if he's not double agent now. They could actually turn him, honestly, because these are some great points. Great points.
Oh, we getting him. We getting him. We're pulling him over that fence. Oh, man. But Sam asked if anything had happened off the video, and Torres said, no. Why? Do you think? And then Sam cut him off real quick. What was that all about? I mean, They're talking super soldiers, scrolls. What they trying to get into with that?
I wouldn't be surprised if they have like some type of serum or whatnot. Because since again, like we talked earlier, like Zemo, if he's coming back, like, and he was dealing with the Winter Soldier, like, did he find something else? Because they were making like those other Winter Soldiers and Winter Soldier, but they end up like killing them all. But it's like, was he able to find something? And if so, there you go. He better inject himself with it too.
Well, I think we're gonna find out.
He was just a family man. If you're gonna go up against Falcon Winter Soldier later on, it's like is it gonna be like, and again, you're just like the middleman, and not middleman, just the leader of it all, and not be able to fight or anything? It's
just
like
the Batman of it all.
Yeah. Whoa. Don't say you're Batman. He's Batman. Don't disrespect Batman now.
Wait, wrong universe. My bad. Oh, and you were absolutely right with that one, Iron Jones. So many streaming services, but still only 2 eyeballs. Absolutely. But Sarah says Sam needs to watch this, and on TV we see Sam's been hornswoggled. The same guy that said it was the right thing to do coming forward with the shield now just introduces a whole new, brand new Captain America? What?
I wish someone would have stole it. First saw him giving it away. I'm like, hopefully they steal it or something. But nope. Worst scenario, they gave it to someone else. And they said, oh, this is your new Captain America. I'm like, what? At least give him a different name or something. Don't even bother calling him Captain. That's just total disrespect.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And our man Sam was stunned. Like, but why? He already made it clear that he didn't want the job. Is this just like a if I can't have it, no one can situation?
It's not that. I just believe that he just thinks that no one truly can, like, again, live up to his shoes, to the point that if you're just going to get another Captain America, don't get the shield. Don't use the name. Just try to invent someone new, someone else. But just nope, they took the shield and they're probably going to use the same name. Hopefully not. And it's just like, damn. And now he kind of blames himself for it. Because he's like, I should have seen this coming.
Right, exactly. And how weird was that, seeing the new Cap carrying a gun?
I didn't even notice that he was carrying a gun.
Yeah, he had a gun.
Right? Again, this freaking American gun. Oh my gosh. I don't know whose idea was that in promoting this and be like, oh, give him a gun too. I'm like, what? I mean, have we ever truly seen like Captain America, Steve Rogers with a gun?
Well, in the first one, when he was like back in the war with all the Holland Commandos and stuff, he had a gun and was taking people out.
Dang, I got to rewatch the first Captain America.
Yeah, when he first had it, he was all about the gun and dropping fools and taking people out. But I mean, you're in a war, you kind of have to have a gun. But I mean, that's kind of his whole thing, is having a shield. He wanted the shield, not a gun. He wanted to be a protector, not an antagonizer. So. Yeah, that whole thing's just weird enough. As soon as I saw him walk out from the back, this is the first thing I noticed, that gun on his hip. I was like, God dang, what? That's just everything backwards that he stood for. So how do we think Sam's going to end up getting that shield back? Because we already see in like the previews that he's got it. So how's he going to end up getting the shield back?
I just hope that this guy is going to be killed. Hopefully Zemo kills him. That would just be a good statement. Whoever is, again, in charge of that red hand group. If they want to make a statement and get even like more people onto their side with this like no borders and thing, kill him.
He said kill him.
Yeah, take the shield.
I think the new wannabe Cap's like going to go up against the Red Hand and lose, and maybe even embarrassingly so. So like maybe the Red Hand takes the shield and Sam has to go retrieve it, vowing never to lose it again. Or like fake Cap will lose it publicly, and the government will like beg Sam to like resume the mantle, and the government will give it to him. But I think it has to be one of those two things, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's got me intrigued. You super excited for this next episode, or you just kind of like laid back, kind of taking it as it goes? Like, what's your intrigue level on this one?
I'm excited because, again, it just left us off with, introducing us like the new Captain America. And I'm just like, then you see Sam's disappointed face. It's like, how are they all going to adjust to this now? And also, we see like Sam has been calling Bucky, and he has not yet replied to like any of his messages, like pick the phone or anything. It's been nothing but missed calls from him. So now this time around, hopefully he's going to pick up the phone and be like, I just saw the news. There's a new Captain America now. Like, what's up?
Right, nothing good, and it's not making anybody happy. Oh, Celebrity Bikini says going to beat up Captain America and take it from him. Just straight up take it from him. You don't deserve this. Oh, that would be amazing. Oh, quick trivia question for everybody. How old is Bucky? Do you remember that one?
106.
Boom, there you go. Just like that. How about this one, a little bit harder? How many siblings did Bucky have? What's up, chat? Can you beat the fandom? How many siblings did Bucky have?
He had one. Didn't he have like a sister?
Oh shit! Look at you! Look at you! I like it. Absolutely snapping it up. Baba boom, baba boom. How about this? What was Bucky's elderly friend's full name?
Oh, I don't know.
No, you don't know that.
I'm terrible at name.
No, you don't know that. That's like you can snapping these other ones off too many. How about this one? How long did the bankers say Sam's family had been banking with them?
23 years?
That is incorrect. That's a tough one, though. Oh, what's up, chat? Anybody remember that one? If you don't remember, I'm not going to give that answer. Just write it down below later for everybody that's watching. How long did the bankers say Sam's family had been banking with them? I like that one.
Dang, Hulu and Disney is 1999, starting March 26th. They raised it? Wow.
Crazy. Hulu and Disney.
I remember they had like a 3-way deal, and that was like, what?
Is that a month or
Oh,
a
it
year?
is. Oh, well, yeah, the Disney bundle. That's like 3 things, actually. With Hulu, Disney, and ESPN, unless Lindar is not watching the ESPN, which I don't blame her.
Oh, price is going up. What's again? Is that a year or was that a year or a month?
The price did go up because I don't remember paying like that much when I had all 3. Then I like stopped the bundle instead because I wasn't again watching ESPN.
So expensive, so expensive. But what are they going to do? They know they got us hook, line, and sinker because we got to see what's going to happen on the next episode.
Unless, you're living a pirate life for me, we don't condone it.
I was about to say, or you have very good friends and just got got a little one from here, one from there, one from everywhere. Thank you so much for all the passwords and the hookups. You know who you are.
But they have to start raising the prices since it's pretty much a streaming war right now.
Oh man, there's so many. Now you got the new one coming out. Plus, yeah, it's crazy, crazy, crazy times. But I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode coming out. I'll be watching it, I'm sure, as soon as it comes out Thursday at midnight. So, or Friday at midnight, I guess, technically. So, yeah, we're definitely going to be back on. We will try to be on Saturday. Our man, Andy's a little down and out right now. But as soon as he's back and able, we will get him up and running. And we'll for sure be back on next Tuesday. But we might run another one Saturday. But I want to thank the one and only Fandom D Saint for picking up the mantle and running one with us tonight. Score a 1 to 10. What do you give this episode?
I give this episode an 8 out of 10. It was a good start, having us, focused on Falcon is not yet ready, to take up the mantle. With Bucky still dealing with PTSD. To us at the end of the episode, seeing how they're going to do that. A new Captain of Damn America. Just damn.
There you go. Oh, man, it has been a blast. We want to thank everybody for being here. We got the Dragon, Jake, Celebrity Bikini, Linda R., Iron Tron, Peter Griffin, so many that came by. Thank you, each and every one of you. And definitely, like I said, we'll try to be back on next Saturday. But 100%, you already know, we'll be on each and every Tuesday right about that 6:30, 6:45 time. So I hope everybody's having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. Until we see you next time. Easy, everybody.